This is about the time that I died and I lived to tell the tale. So I was around 7 to 8 years old and I was in second grade. Now essentially what happened was there was a guy named D. D was a part of my family because he was dating one of my relatives. And here's the thing with D. You need to know this because it's very important. So with D is he was on a lot of substances, people. And I'm not talking about legal ones. I'm talking about ones that are very, very illegal substances that he would ingest. And because of this, his brain was not where it should be. If you actually replace his brain with rocks, his IQ would go up. This guy lost his mind a long, long time ago and then proceeded to still take these substances for decades. This guy was gone. There was no saving him. And I have proof of this, okay? Here's the definitive proof on how far gone this guy's brain was. So let's talk about pies. A lot of people, you hear the word pie, you think about the movie American Pie. Maybe you think about something like American apple pie. Some people like blueberry pie, pumpkin pie, sweet potato pie. Me personally, I like coconut custard pie. That one's my favorite, coconut custard pie. You get some vanilla ice cream on the side of it. It's gorgeous. So you could imagine my dismay when I wake up at like 5 o'clock in the morning and someone had cooked a pie, which I don't know who cooks a pie at 5 o'clock in the morning because that would pretty much insinuate that you were up at like 3 o'clock when you started this process. But I come out of my room, it's 5 o'clock, I go to the kitchen, I grab a knife, oh my god, pie, I'm so happy. And I go ahead and I cut into this pie, and you could imagine, just imagine the loss of color in my face when I open up this pie. It was pure, unadulterated, unfiltered, uncut, fucking spinach. Spinach. And it was a great value can of spinach to the left of me as I looked at it. And you know what's funny? It wasn't even opened up with a can opener. It was like jabbed at with a knife and just like peeled. Just peeled open. The most brutal can opening I've ever seen. And I just look at it and I'm like, it's spinach. Spinach. Who am I, Popeye the fucking butt pirate? Nobody's eating spinach like that. And he looks at me and he's like, it's called a quiche. It's called a quiche. Oh, a quiche. No, it's called belongs in a fucking trash. It's disgusting. Nobody wants a spinach pie. That's just so disgusting. That is so gross. I just could not believe it, okay? At this point, you're gonna make a turnip fucking pie next? It's disgusting. So that is some of the stuff that he would do. The guy lost his head. Now, here's the part where I almost died. And it wasn't from the pie, by the way, which I probably would have if I took a bite out of it. But essentially, here's what happened. Get this thing called fishing. I'm pretty sure we all heard of fishing. Now, when it comes to fishing, lots of civilizations have participated in fishing, but fishing has a very distant cousin. This distant cousin is known as crabbing. Now, when I say you're going out and getting crabs, I don't mean you're bar hopping with a whole bunch of dirty chicks. What I'm saying is you're going to a beach, you not pick them up and wrangle them with your bare hands, which you could do that. Or maybe you go on this big boat, which is the smart one, and you put down these cages with bait, and then you wait for a tug and you pull them up. No, 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 no. No, what this guy did, this is what this guy did. He took a whole bunch of kids to a marina, got a whole bunch of packs of chicken. This is chicken thighs, chicken drumsticks, chicken breast. He grabs strings from some fucking Home Depot, ties it around these pieces of chicken, okay, some little Cub Scout knot that wasn't even tight enough to noose a rat, okay, chucks it into this marina. He's like, when you feel a pool, that's when you know. That's when you know you got a crab. And I don't want to say this, but like I was looking in the marina and I couldn't even see my reflection. It was so dark. That marina was like 98% fish shit, 2% water. You couldn't see nothing. Okay? You could not see the fucking sun's reflection off the water. It was so dark. And he's just sitting there on some bullshit chair. And within 5 minutes, he was out. He was knocked out. He was sitting on like a lawn chair that he had pulled out. He was knocked out. He had newspapers on his face. Like the classic, it's just done. He was done. So you got a whole bunch of unsupervised kids just looking for crabs. And what happened was I went to go check this piece of chicken. I throw this piece of chicken. My foot slips. Bloop. Guess who fell into the marina? Guess whose young ass fell into that dark marina? I did. And as I'm sinking in this marina and I'm going down slowly, I don't know, I just froze up. I wasn't even trying to swim. I wasn't panicking. I was just like, oh, wow, this is actually happening. And I look up. I couldn't see nothing. I couldn't see the sun. I couldn't see nothing. There was nothing. It was like pure darkness, man. And then, I don't know if you know this, but I can't breathe underwater. So when I tried to, I got a whole bunch of water up my schnozzet. I got water in my ears. I got water in my mouth. I got water in my lungs. And then I started dying. And I passed out. Now, what happened was this white man, shout out to Uncle Ruckus from the Boondocks, this good old white man. He jumped into this lake or river, whatever you want to call it, marina, and he saved my life. I don't know who this guy was. He was probably like 62, 63. Saved me. He pulled me out. I started coughing up all this water. And here's the part that I didn't get. I don't know who this was, but like this big fat white bitch just ran up to me and she was like, I didn't know if she was playing defense or casting a fucking spell on me. And then after that, she started screaming and hollering so loud, which I gotta say this much. Middle-aged women have a knack for making bad situations even worse. And then she started making it about herself, which here's the thing, guys. She just watched a kid die and then she made it about herself. Shout out to the Free Palestine supporters. Yeah! But essentially, you know, I'm sitting there. She's like, are you okay? Oh my God, I don't feel so good. I think I'm gonna faint. And it's like, yo, I'm sitting here throwing up like 2 gallons of water and I have enough of seaweed around my neck to make a fucking Hawaiian blush. And you start making it about yourself? This is insane work. I could not believe the audacity about this fucking chick. And everybody just started looking at me and like, oh man, I can't believe it. Anyway, and I was like, all right, that's the reaction I want. I didn't want people to care too much, but I just kind of walked it off and I kept puking. Oh, God. I was puking up seaweed for like 2 or 3 days. Horrible experience. Ambulance came. They gave me a blanket, and I just held onto the blanket. It was really cold, by the way, because when you die, it's pretty cold. Well, I don't say it like that. Okay, I was incapacitated. But yeah, I was out of it. I'll tell you that much. I was out of it. Oh, God. I was out of it for like, I want to say like a minute or so, and then I came through. You can take that shit with you. It's on eBay for $3.99. Absolutely horrible experience. Still not as bad as eating a Blaze pizza. I will tell you that much. Not as bad as eating a Blaze pizza. Eating a Blaze pizza is still worse than actually drowning. I'll tell you that much. So, with that being said, that's the end of the video. Like, favorite, share, most way to comment and subscribe. You let me know if you've ever died and came back, or was incapacitated, or drowned and passed out and went unconscious. Alright? And had some fucking chick in your face just, I don't know, doing weird shit. It was really annoying. And you know what's crazier, dude? I got in trouble for that. I got in trouble for dying. I got grounded for a week. I was like, why? Don't you die next time. I was like, I got grounded for a week for dying. Duh, that sucked, bro. I had no games or no nothing. Oh God, I got another story. I got caught watching. Oh, good Lord. When I was a kid, I got caught watching some good content on and I didn't clear the history. I was on the hub as a kid, yo. I found it when I was like 8, 9 years old. I got caught. So we're gonna talk about that probably in the next video. But as of right now, I'ma catch y'all later. Like, favorite, share, most way to comment, and subscribe. I'm your boy Cole Raven. I'ma catch y'all later. For that white dude who saved me, whoa, 2 thumbs up. Peace. Yeah.